Hey there guys, this is Jet Seekers and I'm here bringing you a review of the Skypilot F-35 box. Stand says F-35A Lightning II. However, even though the stand says F-35A Lightning II, I do believe that this is the X-35B model. I say that mainly because the F-35 Model A is essentially kind of the X-35C, just meant to be a straight kind of attack fighter. Whereas here, you have clearly defined panel doors for a lift fan, which can open sideways. The F-35B model has a single panel right here that kind of opens like that. Also, in the F-35, just kind of in general, it has a one-piece cockpit that tips forward to open. Whereas this, it has a two-piece cockpit. And the X-35, well, for a representation of the true X-35, right here you have a tiny one. Basically, the canopy will kind of open sideways, kind of like on a Y-wing if you were watching Star Wars A New Hope. But, yeah, on the actual one, it just kind of opens forward. So, that said, the paint scheme itself is in gunmetal gray, more in this, which is the actual coloring of the production F-35 Lightning IIs. Now, along the side, here you have all the countries that deploy them currently. That would be the U.S., Great Britain, Italy, I want to say Germany, but no, Germany has gold on their flag. So, that's like Iran, Turkey, Canada, Australia, Norway, and Denmark. So, those are the countries that we sell them to, essentially. On the top, you kind of have this deco right here, which is for where the fuel would go in, which is more accurate to the F-35, X-35C and F-35A, since that use Air Force method of fueling. And right here is a cool detail. Up right here, you have a very small Joint Strike Fighter patch and an ejector seat right here. And right here, you have the companies that worked on it. You have Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, British Aerospace, and General Electric, and Rolls-Royce. Yes, Rolls-Royce right there. Sorry for the graininess of this image. I'm using the front-facing camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, those are the companies that worked on it. And, of course, by the jet intake, you have to have a little sign that says jet intake. So, that's for the nose. On the tail, again, you have the little Joint Strike Fighter logo. And the F-35 AA-1. On the wingtips, you have these little cool pinstriping, and on the bottom, no paint, but they still have the panel lines on the bottom. Like here's where the lift fan would come out and everything, missile doors and ammo, and of course on the bottom, you have my favorite feature of this series of models, retractable landing gear. So then you have that, so then it can just be set on a table and can taxi off the deck. So just put those up. And of course, here you have the stand, which is just a black stand, but it's firm and nice and doesn't even really wobble that much. Now, the way you put it on, you have these two holes, and you just simply slot it in, and there you have it. Now, the most comparable series of models that I have to this are the test doors, more durable kind of play models. Again, they're both made of plastic. Both use screws and clips to clip together, are more heavy-duty plastic than standard plastic models, even the other snap-together ones. Now, I say these are comparable because they both kind of come with these stands. They're both kind of screwed together more like toys, and they both have the same style retractable landing gear. Nothing really with doors or anything. They just kind of hinge up for like play value if you're a kid. Now, as you can see, this is much bigger, about 12 inches, whereas this is like 7 to 8 inches. So this is for like your standard 8-year-old. This is more meant for adults. If you don't want to like pay the outrageous prices for like a custom replica of a plane, this is a nice one. Now I got this at the Dayton Air Force Museum when I went there. It cost me about $21, which I feel for 12 inches was a great deal. Now, if you want to go a bit smaller, these are about like $12 there. But still, if you want a nice big one, I recommend this one. Now, just to give you a size comparison of what they look like on stands, here's the Grumman F-14 Tomcat with adjustable wings on its stand next to the F-35, just to get you an idea of what they look like together. Of course, this is the Skull and Crossbones Squadron. And for one final size comparison, here you can see this compared to the Dynam T-28 Trojan RC airplane. As you can see, this one's quite a bit bigger. So, that pretty much does it for the Skypilot F-35 Lightning II, available at the Dayton Air Force Museum and probably online. So, this is Jetseeker saying, see you next time in the wild blue yonder.